Hello and welcome to my Rainbow Six crash course in which I help those who are brand new to the game get to the good part faster. However, these tips could actually help someone who considers themselves above beginner, so see if you learn something. If you're ever unsure on how to use all of your tools as your class or your gadgets, whatever, it's all there right in front of you all the time, even telling you which button to press to use which gadget. It also shows you how many you've got left, so you've always got that information at hand and it's always very useful. If you're ever in doubt as to what you have and what you can do, just look down. Next up is a really cool tip, honestly. There are lots of destructible things in this game and it's good to learn which can actually be destructed and broken and which cannot. A great rule of thumb is to simply hit the wall, floor, ceiling or whatever you want to break a hole in, and if you see the hole of a bullet or your smash or whatever, you're actually able to break through that entire wall fully 100%. Breach away, boys. Remember, if the enemy puts up reinforcements on that wall, however, you cannot break through. It's very easy to tell thanks to the spikes that come through the wall, and this is sort of what it looks like, the animation when you're actually putting up the wall. It's very obvious, and it's a good system. So if you think there's a wall where you think they're going to want to come through, where it would be sort of bad for you if they came through, just reinforce that wall. Bonus tip, many walls will leave a tiny gap when you hit it. Hit it just a few times and you'll make a small window that you can actually just see through. If you can gain useful info on your enemy, see where they are, or you can even just shoot them through this nice gap you've made. Here's a really good tip that I've seen almost no one use on the beta. Going outside as a defender, you can. It is classed as leaving the objective and it makes you feel like you're about to be destroyed by the hand of God at any time, but in reality, you can run around outside as long as you want to. The problem is that doing that allows the entire enemy team to see where you are at all times while you're outside. So it's really not a great idea to do this during a normal round, but it can be used to get sudden and great flanks. When the moment is right, pop out that window, get around them, get back inside fast enough, they won't notice and you'll get a great attack from behind.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Next up, the class system. Super simplified. Superb. You start with no money or tags and one class, the recruit. You can see you get to choose between a few weapons and gadgets, but you probably want a real class. To do that, play some games, get some tags. At the moment on beta, it's 500 tags per class. If you buy another class in the same group, it goes up by 500 each time. So if you want two classes in the SAS, for example, it's 500 for the first one, and then 1,000 for the next one, and then 1,500 for the next one after that. So if you want two classes in different groups, so SAS, FBI, then it's 500 per each purchase. I guess this was added to slow down the progression and pacing of unlocking things, but it's a good thing to be aware of. And here is my final tip for this video. The spotting system is super simple and super important. It took me a bunch of games to notice how this actually works, so let me save you the time. If you're a drone or camera or whatever gadget, you have a button that lets you spot enemies. On PC, that's X. You hold this button, the bar fills up and boom, you've spotted that guy. Now there's a red marker where you spotted him. What's important here is to know that it shows you where you spotted him and it doesn't track him. You could move to the other side of the building and that marker where you were spotted originally will stay in the exact same spot where it first happened. So you need to keep refreshing this marker to keep the intel relevant. You can do this on any gadget that lets you, but the main ones to remember are your drones for searching before you go into a site, and the cameras to help your team if you're dead. Keep those spots relevant, keep the markers there, and keep your team in the know. It's a huge advantage to know where your enemy is, and keep you guys sort of as a collective on target. And there you have it, my crash course on Siege. If you learned something, leave a like. If you'd like to help people out with a tip that you thought could have been included, leave it as a comment. I hope to play a lot of this game and bring a lot of it to this channel. If you're interested, stick around for that, and I'll see you at release.